All right, y'all, we are back again. And I'm not happy with Brandon Tatum. Brandon Tatum recently came out here and said some nasty, horrible things about Nolan Wells, a dead black boy. He said that Nolan Wells was on sugar boogers and he was heavy drinking. And you know that's a darn lie. Nolan Wells was going to football practice, they say on Monday. You know he cannot have no drinking or no or no sugar boogers or no football. Stop lying. They are lying. And Brandon Tatum talking about some when an autopsy come back, you're gonna see he was full of alcohol and sugar boogers. Okay. Let me tell you, they are going to plant that on Nolan Wells. They are going to plant it on a black boy. Trust and believe that. So he just letting us know what was going on beforehand, what they doing behind closed doors. That's why they taking so long for the toxinology and the autopsy to come out, because they are planning and scheming, baby. That's what they doing. But I brought you guys here because Nancy Grace had Brandon Tatum on her show today, and I wanted to react to the show, and I wanted you guys to react with me. Please comment and all that. Before I play the Nancy Grace talk with Brandon and a few other people, can I bring y'all the audio of what Brandon is saying about Nolan on sugar boogers? Press 2 if y'all don't mind. Can I play that for y'all? Y'all need to see what's going on, okay? Y'all need to see that. Press 2 if I can do that for y'all. All right. So if I can't, I would just go right into Nancy Grace and we can react from. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So let me pull this up here. Let me put it. Y'all need to see this. This is so gross. It's so demonic what he's doing. This is wicked and demonic.
But people are messaging me and telling me that there is heavy drinking and there's cocaine involved. And there's a particular person whom I know this person's name. I'm not going to disclose it. I'm going to go to the police first, and then I will disclose it if it doesn't interfere in the investigation. But this person allegedly was offering people cocaine, and someone close to Nolan, one of his friends, told me that this person was offered cocaine and rejected it from this person. And I was also told, and this person told me that it's over 100% chance that Nolan was using cocaine during this period of time. This person said it was 150% sure that when the toxicology comes back, that Nolan will have cocaine in his system.
Woo! You see how the devil lie? What are y'all thought? 150%, over 150%. If that ain't the most ignorant type of crap I've heard, they don't care what lie they're pushing. This is all a lie. They are scheming to let those white boys get away with murder. That's what this is, y'all. Can y'all believe it? Can y'all believe it? In 2026, we are still dealing with this. Unreal, right? Unreal. So let me bring up Nancy. All right, let's get to the meat and the potatoes now. Okay. Now you will see Brandon on her show because he's up here, y'all.
Accounts. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. I want to thank you for being with us.
The Wells family, and my buddy went out to his truck and handed the phone over. No complications, no issue, nothing. But I mean, I told Miss Christine that we had his phone and he had left it in our possession on the boat.
When did you talk to her about that?
When I was on, no, I didn't talk to her once. Like it was like 12:30. I mean, I might have texted her a couple times.
Oh, you see the lies? Ooh, baby. It don't take It don't take all that. You said you told her, When did you tell her? You see the bullshit? Lies, lies, lies. All lies, honey. I gotta remind that back.
Or did you guys hand it over?
I mean, just handed it over. I mean, we didn't think anything of it. Like, she asked for Nolan's phone. We knew they were close friends with, the Wells family, and my buddy went out to his truck and handed the phone over.
Who is the buddy? And it had the car, so y'all had Nolan Wells' phone and your buddy's car. Okay. That's odd. But let's go.
No complications, no issue, nothing. But I mean, I told Miss Christine that we had his phone and he had
no complications. No, that's not what the family said. Press 2 if you know that the family said they did have complications getting the phone. Y'all had nasty attitude. I'm hearing somebody didn't open the door till the police showed up. You see how he lied? They get on here on Brandon Tatum, the white conservative platform, to spill their lies. I can't stand it.
In our possession on the boat.
When did you talk to her about that?
When I was on, no, I didn't talk to her once. Like, it was like 12:30. I mean, I might have texted her a couple times and talked briefly about a couple things, but I never. I told her on the phone before I called the Coast Guard that we had Nolan's phone. Before I called Miss Christine, well, none of us had a reason to go through Nolan's phone. I mean, there's multiple phones on the boat. Why would it be? And the boat was having issues. Why would our concern be getting on Nolan's phone or something? I mean, I don't even know Nolan's password. None of my friends do. We had no reason ever to get.
You know what they did, y'all? And look at him smiling. He's so arrogant with this. A black boy is dead and he's over there smiling and smirking. You know what you did, Warren? His dead body, his eyes was open. Remember they said cover his eyes? Press 1 if you remember when they said cover his eyes. His eyes was bucking open. All you got to do is take the phone and put it on Nolan's eyes and it's just going to open right up. Oh, hell, y'all had the body. All you have to do is take Nolan's fingerprints and press it on a phone and voila, stop it. Hell, and he was like a brother to you, so maybe you knew his password. Stop it. And let's not forget, y'all know all the scams, okay? It's a scammer in your mix. It's always somebody in the white crowd up or higher that's on the black market, the black websites that know how to crack through phones. So save that bull crap. Let's go.
Nolan's phone and look at anything. I didn't even touch Nolan's phone. None of us touched Nolan's phone until somebody took it off the boat and put it in a watch truck, and then no one touched it until we handed it back, to the mom that was at my buddy's house.
That is from the Officer Tatum show. He has interviewed several of the young men that were on the boat when Nolan Wells was taken to Horn Island. They say he was not on the boat on the return trip, although audio seems to suggest otherwise. Listen to the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources call.
Detail assistant, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our village pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can you help please tell me we have a membership?
All right, of course. How far is it coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles? Hello?
Hey.
Yes, how far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. Like we're going down.
All right, well, let's get you going. Membership number or phone number listed on my account, sir.
I don't know if that number is. It's either. I think it's. Try that.
All right.
I know we have a membership, like guaranteed. I don't have the tag.
Do you have a membership number or anything? It's okay. I'll get you over to the captain. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
Reach me at
Particular phrases in that call if it's to be believed, Nolan don't die. Sure, he's dead. Is he dead? Nolan, OMG. Wake the F up.
What do y'all think? Y'all know what y'all heard, and y'all know that's the real audio. I don't care what Cash Patel say, because you know he's working for Trump, and you know Trump, they lie, they scheme to get whatever they want to keep the white supremacies in place. That's why the white supremacy, 250 of them, felt very comfortable to go to the White House with masks on. I tell you one thing, they wouldn't feel comfortable while Obama was in office. They wouldn't do that stuff while black man was in office, right? But they're very comfortable with Trump. Why is that? Because they are in cahoots with Trump. They are all working together. That is why, okay? Let's go.
Goes on. I thought he was on the check his chest. That, if it's to be believed, suggests that Nolan was on that boat. Tatum says the witnesses are clear. He was not on the boat. Tonight, we learned in the last 24 hours, the Nolan Wells family hits social media giants with subpoenas for all information.
Woo! Hit them with subpoenas! I know that's right. Woo, 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 woo. Hit they ass with subpoenas. Don't y'all agree? Hit it. Come on, Nolan Wells. Fight back. We are in a fight of our lives, y'all. We are in a fight, okay? This is the 2026 black lynching they got out here. Do you hear what I'm saying? Let's go. Come on now.
Related to Nolan's phone. First, straight out to Dave Mack Crime Stories investigative reporter. Then we will be joined by Brandon Tatum. Dave Mack, what's happening?
Right now, Nancy, the family of Nolan Wells has announced that they are going after, they have subpoenaed documents for Nolan Wells' phone. They've gone to the media giants like, TikTok, Instagram, the Meta companies, everybody that Nolan Wells used to push out videos of what he was doing and pictures. And they're trying to, they believe that some material was deleted from Nolan's phone. And this is what they're trying to prove with these subpoenas, to get all of the information, as well as, by the way, the location tracking app Life 360. So you got Snapchat, WhatsApp, TikTok, Meta platforms, and Life 360. All of this, the court documents already filed, Nancy.
Nolan Wells' family slapped subpoenas on multiple social media giants seeking his account information and data. This into the investigation of the teen college football player's mysterious death. They were issued in the last 24 hours, including Snapchat, WhatsApp, TikTok, Meta platforms, Life 360, and these are according to court documents demanding the companies turn over all materials related to Nolan's accounts.
Turn it all over.
This includes current and prior usernames, passwords, email addresses, phone numbers, even displayed names. They want IP addresses associated with every account, all communications, chats, posts, stories, and info. His cell phone has become a key, a critical issue in the probe into Nolan's death. What happened to Nolan? Now his mother, Christine, says when her son's phone was brought to the family, they had concerns because there were no pictures or videos on either of his Snapchat accounts, triggering their fear items may have been deleted. That's what's happening. There's been a lot of controversy. Were photos, were texts deleted? Were snaps deleted? We've been trying to figure it out, but we're seeing through a mirror darkly. We don't know. But according to...
Yeah, because we fighting these big giants, y'all. Mega is behind it. They don't want Nolan Wells to get justice because he's a black boy and they want to protect their white young boys. Okay? That's all this is. So we are in a fight of our lives. Woo! I got a question for y'all. Do y'all think that Facebook and these big giants, do you guys think they're going to play fair? Do you guys think they're going to do some corrupt shit because they may be aligned with the mega crowd too? Because they are millionaires and billionaires, and people that are giants are conservative, right? So press 1 if you think that the Facebook, the TikTokers and all that, they're going to play fair. Press 7 if you feel like they're going to be shady and try their best not to play fair. What do y'all think? Honey, what I think? Shit. I think they all working together. Okay? I think the only way TikTok and Facebook is going to be honest if they got issues with Trump. You know what I'm saying? If the whole crowd going to fall apart, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. But look what Candace Owens. Remember, Candace Owens exposed what they did to Charlie Kirk. And all that was a setup. All that was a scheme. So you cannot trust the government. You can't trust the TikTok. You can't trust nobody but God. And God has been shaking the table, hasn't he? Because it was for God that revealed that damn audio. It was God that revealed. Do y'all press 3 if you feel like God intervened and showed us and revealed to us that audio in the background? Okay, yes, he did. And he used a black woman to do so. He always using a black woman for his work. So let's continue on.
Experts, a trail will be left if anything has been deleted, even if you delete it from the deleted file. Now, joining us, special guest, Brandon Tatum. You know him well. He's a former police officer with Tucson PD. That's what impresses me. What impresses a lot of other people is he is the star of The Officer Tatum. Officer Tatum, thank you for being with us tonight. Question to you. You interviewed, as we played at the get-go, several of Nolan's friends. Did they show you photos, videos, snaps of that day on Horn Island?
Well, Nancy, thank you so much for having me on. I spoke to 4 of the boys that are originally accused of being involved in Nolan Wells' death. And they did show me a lot of evidence. I want people to be very clear with this. I spent my career putting people in jail. My career is based on getting justice for people who have been done wrong. I've never been a defense attorney. So me going out and doing this was to find out what happened to Nolan Wells. And in talking to these young men,
Bullshit! Bullshit! The devil is a liar. He said he went out here to get justice for Nolan Wells. Do you believe that shit? Press 5 if you call bullshit. Woo! Do you smell that? I smell bullshit. He did not come out here to get no damn justice for a black boy, Nolan Wells. He came out here to run defense, to cover for those white boys, to cover for the damn killers. And I'm sure his higher ups, whoever got his ass on a string, because he's a puppet for the white supremacy, whoever got him on a string is in good cahoots with the higher ups in Mississippi. The elites in Mississippi are rubbing shoulders and washing each other's hands, from the American government to whoever is running Brandon Tatum. And they say, here, go, fetch this. Okay, you black. Okay, this is a black boy. Let's do it like this. Come on, boy, get to your job. And that's just what it was. Okay, and he's still running for defense. He's doing his job. Okay, covering for those white boys. He don't want to get justice for Nolan Wells. He want to spear Nolan Wells as a horrible person. You saw what he did earlier today. He told everybody that Nolan Wells was on the motherfucking sugar boogers. He was a drug fiend, and he was high on that damn alcohol. And he's a dead boy. Nolan Wells can't defend for himself. Nolan Wells can't come out here and say the devil is a lie. That is a lie. You know, but this is what this black man is doing. Honey, all skin folks ain't kin folks. Have y'all heard of that? Press 4 if you heard that. All skin folks ain't kin folks, all right? Nigga ain't kin to me. Let's go.
The burden of proof is they're going to have to prove to me. I'm not going to listen to what they say out of their mouth. They're going to show me. And in many cases, they showed me videos of Nolan on the island. They showed me videos of the boat when they were getting towed out, which is consistent with, kind of similar to what the phone call was. I mean, they showed me pictures of them with Nolan. They showed me phone records of them calling Nolan's mom and all of the above. So
hold on. So all those white boys on Horn Island using their phones, taking photos and videos of their phone. Did I get that right? Press 5 if all those white boys were on Horn Island using their phones. Their phones was just not pushed to the side. And I don't know where they're going to put it. They should have a safe zone, water-free zone because it's in a boat. But clearly they've been using their phones. So if they're using their phones, taking photos and videos, goddamn Nolan is using his phones doing the same thing. You mean to tell me everybody is taking photos and videos on July the 4th with their friends, but Nolan ass ain't doing the damn same? Come on now. I believe y'all on some shit. Y'all on some sugar boogers. Y'all on some damn powders. Now.
They seemed very consistent. They seemed very genuine. And they also proved to me some of the things that they had told me in the interview that I had with them that I have uploaded on my YouTube channel.
Officer Tatum, are you telling me that they had reception on Horn Island? Because...
Get him, Nancy. Get his ass, Nancy. And Brandon Tatum, how could you honestly say they come off as honest and they were very consistent? Have Warren been consistent? How many times his story has changed, y'all? Has Bart been consistent? Wasn't his ass in Wyoming for a whole year? And now his ass is here. You see how they're inconsistent? Warren been inconsistent. I tell you what, when he told that lady the measurements where they are, 30 foot in water, guess what? His ass was not in 31 foot of water. All they do is lie. All they are is inconsistent. But Brandon Tatum, they're very honest and they're very consistent. Bullshit. Okay? Honey, we know it's a lot of horrible officers out there. We know there is a whole bunch of rotten officers right there, and I think I'm looking at one. Okay? Come on now.
Many people are saying, well, the reason that there's nothing on Nolan's phone of that day, like there's no pictures, there's no snaps, there's no text, there's no anything, not because it was deleted, but because he didn't have reception. But you're telling me the other boys did have snaps, photos, videos, and reception?
Yeah, no, Nancy, let me clarify this for you. It wasn't that they uploaded this online. They showed me videos and things that they took from the boat during the outing on 4th of July. I was personally out at Horn Island. I rode out there on a boat, and I didn't have great reception there. And I left my phone in the boat when I got into the water and we were actually going out to do interviews.
Objection. You've been in court long enough to know you're going to get objections. You said you didn't have great reception, but you did have reception, did you not?
No, there was reception there. It just wasn't great, and it wasn't great enough for people, in my opinion, to upload. You can make a phone call, potentially, but you weren't going to upload data to a social media account. Now, could people take the steps to do it if they're dedicated enough? Yes, but it doesn't appear that would have been a frequent thing, given the fact that you probably had 1 or 2 bars out there. And I heard evidence of that. Not only did I see evidence of it when I went out there myself personally with my cell phone.
They took his phone, y'all. Press 1 if you believe they took his phone. I'll tell you why. All them white boys, they had their own phone, taking their own photos, taking their own videos. How did they do that? Because they had their phone on their possession. But when it come to Nolan ass, they took his phone. That's why we heard on the damn audio, give me back my phone. Give me back my effing phone. Did we not hear that? Come on now. Then they had the Mexican / black / I don't know what the hell his ass is. He came out. That wasn't Nolan. That was me. That was me with his lying ass. They all lying. Okay. Now tell me this, little Mexican. Who took your damn phone? Did he ever reveal who took his damn phone? Why they take your damn phone? Because ain't nobody take his phone. He talking about it was between him and his girlfriend. Child, I didn't even know he had a girlfriend from the looks of it, honey, okay? Let me shut the fuck up. See, Lord help me, Jesus. I was going to say something. And Lord, I shouldn't say what I was thinking. I don't want to go that route. But all right, let's get back to basics.
When I listened to the CETO call, you could tell that the call dropped out several times. It seemed like they were having trouble at times hearing each other. So it is consistent. And anybody that travel out there that have gone to the 4th of July celebration, they know that the reception is not very great. So the videos that they showed me in call logs were things that were not associated to social media, that they never posted on social media. It was, pictures and videos that they took on their phone.
Bullshit. Let me tell you why I call bullshit. Because remember the mom Ashley to erase everything off of social media. Erase everything off the social media. They was uploading shit on social media. That's one of the reasons why the judge said, take down all your social media and erase everything. They was erasing everything. So stop it. Stop it. Honey, he's on a damn payroll. And it's a video, a boat or a video coming out. And they're trying to say, look, you guys, Nolan is not on the boat. Look, so why did everybody change their goddamn clothes on that damn boat? Huh? And I don't know. That shit could be AI. How I don't know that video ain't AI? Honey, it could be AI. Press 7 if it could be AI. I'm not just going to trust y'all because y'all say so. Okay? Hell no. You cannot make it clear that Nolan... Well, y'all could have had a boat and put him on another boat. Y'all could have AI his ass off that damn boat. You know how you do it. AI is a hell of a thing, honey. AI, you could be in a video of AI. AI can take your ass out the video and make the video play. I don't know. I know what I heard on that audio. I know that they said, oh my God, Nolan, is he dead? I know that was real. That's what I do know. I know y'all still have an answer for that. I know y'all skate around that. I know y'all make so many other excuses to go off with that. That's why Brandon, I hear talking about some Nolan Wells is on them sugar boogers, and he was a sugar booger fiend and some alcohol, because that is a weird distraction. They want us to pivot. Okay, they don't want us to talk about that damn audio, and I don't give a damn if you get the FBI. I don't give a fuck if you get Donald Trump himself to come out here to say that audio ain't real. Bullshit. How much Trump lie? How much the goddamn president of the United States lie so damn much? Child, please. Hell, if the man at the top is known to be a liar, you can't trust the FBI. You can't trust the SIA. You can't trust nobody in America but God. That's the only one you can trust. And God allowed it, honey. When I tell you all these billionaires and billionaires and all these white supremacists and the people at the top tried their best to cover this shit up, but God said, let me put my foot in it. And we all heard the audio. And now you want us to play dumb and say, we not hearing what we hearing. No, God gave me good common sense, and I'm going to use mine. I don't know about y'all's, but I'm going to use my common sense. Now let's go.
Okay. Let me refine my question. I take it from your last answer that the answer is yes, you had reception on Horn Island.
Yes, I did have reception on Horn Island.
We just played that CETO call. It's 2 words, SEATOW, and it's kind of insurance that people have that are boat goer.
Thank you, Nancy, for getting to the bottom of this. He said, yes, He had reception on Horn Island. Now, didn't they tell us it's no reception on Horn Island? It's no reception. So that's why everybody put their phones away, because there's no reception. I don't give a damn about that goddamn reception. Y'all was still taking photos. Y'all was still taking videos. And I don't give a damn if the builder don't have no reception. I'm still going to keep my phone on. All that shit talking about everybody kept their phone there. And that was a lie. A la 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 la. That was a goddamn lie. And from the looks of that damn boat, I wouldn't trust my phone on that boat. I wouldn't trust my cell phone on a damn sinking boat at that. Would you trust your goddamn cell phone on a sinking boat? I'm like, nah, my phone gonna get wet and it's gonna mess it up. Get my phone, run me that phone. And if I was a friend and I know my boat was sinking, I'd be like, listen, you better take your phone because the boat is sinking and your shit gonna get in water. Here, take this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not buying none of that. Let's go.
And if you have a problem, CETO will come and tow you back to the mainland. They said they had a problem. They said they were taking on water. One of your takes is that all the chatter that we're hearing, wake up Nolan, are you dead, Nolan, wake the F up, Nolan, could be referring to the battery, the bills on the boat, that it's all unclear. Regarding the boat,
are you serious right now? God don't want us to have common sense. Brandon said they were talking about the pump. Man, wake up the pump. Shut up. I don't know what type of officer he is. Okay, a puppet officer. Ain't no way he's out here protecting people. Protecting white supremacy. That's the only thing I see. Let's go.
Being disabled. Apparently, it was not. Listen.
So first, at 9:56 a.m., the boat leaves the original dock. It arrives at Horn Island at 11:14. So at around 4 o'clock, there is a call to the Coast Guard about the boat. NBC News got a hold of it.
We're sinking. Can y'all please call?
And is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah, everybody's on board.
Everybody's on board. So does that mean Nolan is on there? Who was on that boat? At 4:31, the boat leaves Horn Island and it is towed approximately 3 miles, and then the tow ends. So after 3 miles, they go back to the original dock, okay? They arrive at 5:44 p.m. So it looks like this is where Horn Island is, and this is where the original dock is that I am referring to. I looked it up, and El Camino Real Road is in Gulf Hills, Mississippi, which is right above Ocean Springs. So I'm wondering if this is the house where they got the phone. Now, the boat travels to Fort Bayou. At 6:06, the boat returns to the original dock. Then, from the original dock, the boat goes back to Fort Bayou, and then they go to the boat launch, and it is put onto the trailer and moved by the vehicle. Did they drop people off at the original dock, travel to Fort Bayou, pick somebody up, and go back to that original dock? And then, from there, why was there an hour and 13-minute time gap? This boat was sinking hours before, and then they're just having it docked for an hour and 13 minutes. You would think they'd want to get that boat out of the water ASAP.
That's right.
That from the Real TikTok Detective, the boat wasn't sinking. They told CETO it was sinking. What's the truth? Was it sinking and they repaired it? Did they have a leak and they repaired it and kept on SOP? Brandon Tatum joining us, former cop, now star of the Officer Tatum. Did the young man explain those travels we just identified?
Yeah, 100% they did that. I wish that people on the internet would have had an opportunity, and they can go look at the interview that I did with Warren, but they had an opportunity to actually talk to these young men to get this in perspective. because some people have no idea how boats function and how they work. They explained to me, they took me on a boat and showed me exactly where they went, where they docked, where did they, stop at, how did they get the bilge pump and the water out of the boat and all of the above. So they were sinking, they were taking on water. The water came up high enough that the batteries weren't working. They had to get a tow to kind of tow them out, where you could see the young lady saying about 3 miles out. It's a complicated boat's jargon, but they ended up getting the boat out. They ended up getting it to the point where they could run the boat, run the water out of the boat through a hole in the boat that they ended up plugging. They explained all this. Anybody that does boating know exactly what they're talking about if you hear them explain it on the interview. So they have an explanation for all of these things. And not only that, Nancy, they showed me video of them on the boat, and Nolan was not on the boat. Nolan was not on the boat log. And there are people who saw Nolan on the island closer to around 6 p.m., which is far after they...
He still ain't tell us what the hell happened to that damn boat, that sinking boat. All he did was, you got to go to the video, blah, 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 blah. I didn't understand shit he was saying. Did you? He did not make it clear. He don't know what the hell he talking about. If they explained it so clear, you should be able to understand and tell us what the hell happened. We don't want to look at your damn video. Just tell us. But he can't even do that. Now he want to talk about it's a video. Nolan was not on the damn boat. Bullshit. I don't know what they did to Nolan, but he was on that boat doing that damn call. Now, what did they do after that phone call? What did they do to Nolan's body? I don't know. And I don't know if this video is even real. Okay? I tell you that.
Far after this phone call was made, I saw text messages from the young lady that Nolan was with, the young lady named Katie. I saw her text messages. In her text messages, she said that she heard the boys yelling for Nolan to get on the boat. He did not. She said in her text message that she did not see Nolan get on the boat he came on, which was Wyatt's boat, which is the boat that was sinking and they ended up leaving on. So it wasn't just a statement that they made on a podcast. They were actually showing me evidence to the contrary of what the mainstream YouTubers and some media outlets are putting out to people at large. And so I wish that people would go watch the interview or at least take some time to listen to these boys' statements. And I'll say this, Nancy, too. I wish that the family would have taken the time, or at least Benjamin Crump would have taken the time to reach out to the lawyers or reach out to these young boys to get their statements, so they're not wasting their time sending everybody on a rabbit trail when they could have just talked to these boys. And they could have, but they refused. Because I saw a message from Warren where he called Nolan's mom twice. I've seen messages from Warren's stepmother, Ashley, where she sent Nolan's mom a text saying, please reach out to me whenever you're ready. I would like to talk. Other parents I saw messages from who reached out to Nolan's mom saying, we need to talk. Can we talk? I'm available if you need to talk to us. I do not understand at this point why.
Hell no. Tell me this. If these group of people killed your son and trying to get away with it, and they invite your ass over for dinner, are you going? Are y'all going? Press 7 if your ass is not going. Press 10 if you gonna go. If you got 7 women, 5, 4, 2, it don't matter how many women you got, and their kids unalived your son, and now they're calling you and inviting you over for dinner, child. Hell no. So y'all can kill me or threaten me? Hell no. Whatever you gotta say it on the damn internet. Record yourself and say it on this. Let the whole world know what you gotta say. We listening. Okay? Hell no.
Benjamin Crump would go out and put misinformation out online when he had the availability to talk to these kids and clear these things up like I did before he presented this to the public. We also reached out to them.
Now, what does did Nancy bring up Ben Crump? You see how messy his ass is? We talking about what's going on with the boat sinking. Stay on topic. He want to talk about Ben Crump and the mamas calling and all this bullshit. No. You can't even explain what happened to the damn boat and why did they lie and say it was sinking. A boat sank within 15 minutes. And y'all was on that for hours. You haven't explained that. Come on now. He's playing in our faces and I don't like it.
Crump 4 times. And on the 5th time, they come back and tell us that the family is not doing interviews. We didn't ask to talk to the family. We asked to talk to the attorney, Benjamin Crump. Why? So we can come together as a community and solve what happened to Nolan Wells, not create and stoke division, which is what I've seen from
Bullshit! Bullshit, Brandon. If you know what? I give you one, ho. If the white people want to do right, you go down to the sheriff and you say, do not say it's no foul play. You look into it because you know something horrible. Somebody murdered Nolan Wells. That's what you do. You don't terrorize a grieving family. They already gone through so much. Your kids' ass at fault right now. You pray about that thing first, and you make sure the medical examiner doing their job, the DA doing their job. You use your power in Mississippi to get justice for Nolan Wells. And if your ass ain't doing that, you're trying to cover something up. That's just what it is. If I was a white woman in Mississippi and I was one of those mothers and I truly wanted to get justice for Nolan Wells, I say, hello, Sheriff. Something happened to that boy at Nolan at Horn Island. We need to figure it out. He's not going to go out there. I've seen him. He's been around, and he's just not going to go out there and fall. I'm not buying that, and nobody else. That is very insulting. We need to figure out what's going on. It's just as simple as that. But y'all covering up shit. Y'all hurried up and lured up. You're telling your kids to scrub the internet, wipe the internet down. Why? Because you guilty as hell. That's why. Get out of here.
Benjamin
That
Crump.
is exactly what we're trying to do. And I hear everything you're saying. And, I think like a prosecutor, my main goal is to find the truth of what happened to Nolan Wells. And one thing I cannot get away from is the medical examiner. I'm trying to get to tonight's news, which I'm going to get to. But, you were seeing video from WLOX. Speaking of sinking, is an alleged issue with the boat bilge well. Randy and Bunny on TikTok have their interpretation of that. Watch this.
CISO Assistant, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please tell me we have a membership?
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Angles? Hello?
Hey.
Yes, how far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just thinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
That from Randy and Bunny on TikTok. Just got Morgan.
Yes! Thank you, white women. Thank you. The real Americans. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo-wee! Thank you, honey. You see that? You see that right there?
Very quickly, before I can get into why the family believes they need subpoenas to social media giants to get the truth about what happened to Nolan's phone, anybody can say anything after the fact. Those boys may be innocent. They can look like choir boys, angels now, but I still don't know what happened on that boat, and I still see conflicts. Can they be reconciled? I hope so. But until they are, we're on it. This is what I can't get away from. Control room, please show Joseph Scott Morgan the autopsy diagram of the victim's occipital bone. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. I do not care if an archangel lands on this anchor desk. If he lies to me, I'm using handcuffs for his wrists and a rope for his wings. You hear me? Look at that again. Put it back up. He has deep reddening subcutaneously on the back of his head. Nowhere else. It's not on his neck. The back of his neck anyway. Don't see it on the back. Don't see it anywhere else on the body. So I really don't want to hear a lame explanation that it's lividity of the blood sinking to the back of the body. Number one, the body was on his face. But that said, they kept the neck and the lungs. Lungs to see if he drowned. Neck. Why would they keep his neck? I can't get away from this, Joe Scott Morgan, and I don't care how angelic the friends appear, and they may be angels. I don't know that yet. You can't get away from this, Morgan.
No, you can't, and we can't get away from it until the investigation is concluded on the part of the state medical examiner's office and the authorities. And in Mississippi, and I can promise you this, as the day is long, they're not going to release this information because it's an ongoing investigation. I know everybody wants it. Now, what we do have is a second view. We've got a second set of eyes on this from a highly accomplished forensic pathologist, I might add, former chief medical examiner for D.C., and he went over Nolan's body very, very thoroughly. And he in his statements relative to this area states that he cannot make heads or tails of it at this point in time because it's compromised, this area I'm referring to in the occipital area of the head.
I can't believe this. Y'all, they are using time as a weapon. The more time passes, the more compromised everything is going to get. They should have been on this. If those white women really cared, they would have made sure the medical examiner and everybody was on their job figuring out what happened to Nolan Wells versus coming out here and saying no foul play. Okay? Come on now. This is sick. And the fact that we didn't even get this information from Mississippi, it was the independent autopsy. If we would have waited on Mississippi, we would have still been in the dark. And do you really think Mississippi would have released this? Huh? Press 9 if you know damn well Mississippi is not going to release no shit like this. They would not release it. We would have been in the dark. They would have came out here and probably still going to come out here where the body has been compromised. It was so much water. We have tried, but, case closed. Ain't nothing we're going to do. They wouldn't even told us this. So give me a break.
Because it has been compromised through decomposition. Now, he did a multi-layered dissection. And what that means is layer by layer, the skin, sub-Q fat, down through the muscle, which had not previously been done in this manner, according to him. I don't even know if it's annotated in the state medical examiner's report because it hasn't been released yet. They're still waiting. It's pending multiple things. How many times have we heard this over the years? They're doing their own histological studies, which means the tissue samples. And also the big part of this, Nancy, is going to be the toxicology. And we know that takes some time. And it's not just going to be about alcohol. It's going to be everything in the spectrum.
Hi guys, Nancy Grace here. If you are a homeowner, you probably...
All right, y'all. We may have to do part 2 later. Do y'all want to do part 2 later? Press 7. I have to get ready to head out of here. I enjoyed you guys. I love doing reactions with you guys. And I only hope that you enjoy reacting with me as I enjoy reacting with all of you all. I love you guys for being here. And I will see you guys sooner than later.